I've hiked almost every trail in northern Idaho. Some are marked clearly on the map. Others are nothing more than deer paths barely wide enough for a boot. But there's one trail I'll never walk again. A trail I should have never found in the first place. It started 2 summers ago. I'd taken a week off work to camp solo in Clearwater National Forest. No cell signal, no people, just me and the wild. I liked it that way. Peaceful, pure. I set up camp by a small creek, around midday on the second day. I was wandering around looking for firewood when I spotted something odd, a narrow trail I hadn't noticed before. It twisted off between 2 dead trees, barely visible through the thick underbrush. I pulled out my GPS to double-check. Nothing. No trail marked here at all. Anyone with common sense would have left it alone. But I've always had a stubborn curiosity, the kind that doesn't mix well with isolated places, so I followed it. The path was unusually quiet. No birds, no wind, not even the crunch of twigs beneath my boots. It felt ... muffled, like sound itself didn't want to exist there. As I walked deeper, the lights started to change. The sun was still up, but everything looked ... dimmer, like I was wearing sunglasses, even though I wasn't. Then I saw the first one, tree huge and twisted, split right down the middle like it had been struck by lightning. But there was no burn, no charring, just a deep black gash running all the way down. Inside the split, something was tied with rope, a bundle, wrapped in cloth. I stepped closer. Flies buzzed faintly. Smell hit me, rotting meat and something chemical. My stomach turned. I didn't open it. I didn't have to. I knew whatever was inside, it wasn't something meant to be found. That's when I heard the bell. A soft ding, ... like an old rusted wind chime. But there was no wind. I spun around. Nothing. I should have turned back. I should have run. But I didn't. 10 minutes deeper into the trail, I came across an old wooden sign nailed to a tree. It was almost entirely faded, but I could make out a single word scratched into it with what looked like a knife. Return. I laughed nervously. Okay, I muttered. Got the message. But when I turned around, ... the trail was gone. I swear I had only walked straight. No turns, no forks. But behind me was nothing but thick forest. No footprints, no disturbed brush. Just untouched wilderness. Panic hit me like a wave. I tried retracing my steps, pushing through brambles and branches, but everything looked the same. That's when the whispers started. Faint, almost like wind at first, but then clearer. Words I didn't understand. A language I'd never heard, but my body understood. Ancient, angry, and then I saw them. Figures tall, thin, with heads too long and arms that bent the wrong way, moving between the trees. Not walking. Gliding. Always just out of reach, but watching. One of them stopped, at across from me. Maybe 15 feet away, its head tilted like it was curious.
House.
Its mouth, if you could call that jagged split a mouth, slowly opened. It didn't speak, but my head filled with one clear message, like a thought that wasn't mine. You were not invited. I turned and ran. Branches sliced my arms, thorns tore my jeans, but I didn't stop. I didn't care where I was going. I just needed to get away. At some point, the forest lightened. I broke through into a clearing and collapsed to the ground, heaving. The air was normal again. No whispering, no shadows. I was near my campsite. Somehow, I'd looped back. I grabbed my bag and left. Didn't even pack my tent. I drove the 3 hours back home in silence, shaking the entire time. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept hearing that faint ding ... of the bell. The next morning, I checked Google Earth. That trail still wasn't there. Not a single photo, forum post, or Reddit mention. Like it didn't exist. I thought maybe I imagined it. Maybe it was dehydration or a fever dream. But then the package arrived. No return address. Just a small wooden box, crudely carved. Inside, a bell. Old, rusted. Exactly like the sound I heard in the forest. There was a note, too, written in the same scratched script as the tree sign. Return. I moved states after that, changed my number, burned the bell. But sometimes when the wind is still, I swear I hear it again. Ding ding dot dot ding. When I'm walking home alone, I see trees that don't belong.